Hi, what's up you guys? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to recreate this beautiful brunch setting. I decided I would share with you guys a few sweet and simple recipes that will hopefully give you some ideas on how to put together a very simple brunch at home. I want to start by showing you how to make these super moist cream cheese filled chai spiced muffins, and these are really going to satisfy my tooth in the best way ever. Okay, so we're going to preheat our oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and then we're going to mix all of our dry ingredients first. So here we are doing 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, you're going to mix together very well and set aside. Up next, we mix our wet ingredients, which is going to be 1 cup of applesauce, one and a quarter cup of brown sugar, 2 large eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. Up next, you're gonna combine the two and mix very well. So now we're moving on to the cheesecake / cream cheese filling. And it has only 3 ingredients, which are 6 ounces of cream cheese, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then you're going to grab a fork and mix everything really well. You want to make sure you're really massaging the cream cheese so it kind of like heats up and it can get creamier. I did this for about 5 minutes to get it to the consistency I like. As you can see, I'm going to be using an unusually large muffin pan because first of all, I don't need to make a dozen because there's only going to be about 4 people here, and second of all, I like that these are bigger and it makes the muffins look kind of like a mini cake. Also, don't forget to grease your muffin pan with any sort of oily spray, or you can even use some butter. And then grab your cream cheese filling, and with a fork, I add just about a teaspoon right in the middle. Then with a toothpick, I go in and start swirling it around until it sort of blends with the batter, but not completely mixing it in 100%. With the leftover cream cheese, you're going to add it to a Ziploc bag because we're going to use it as icing on top of our muffin. Once the 18 minutes are up, then you're going to let them cool for at least 10 minutes, but I suggest waiting a little bit longer to ensure these babies are completely cool and ready to ice. I only ice 3 of them and leave the rest naked. That way we can have some that are not as overly indulgent and sweet. And these flowers on top are not edible, but I like to add just 1 on top so it makes them look prettier. Then I finish it off by sifting some white powder sugar on top. Moving on to our main plate, which is this super simple and delicious grilled asparagus with prosciutto and a poached egg on top. I like to do a little cheat for poaching my eggs because I use this super adorable egg cooker, which gives me the most effortless poached egg on the planet. I add a spritz of olive oil spray so that they don't stick. Then I simply just add water to this little cup, and it marks exactly where to fill for a poached egg. Lastly, you crack the eggs directly into this tray and let it boil. After about 7 minutes, my poached eggs are ready, and if you're using an egg cooker like this one, make sure to take them out of the tray at exactly the right time it tells you, because they will continue cooking if you leave them in the heat and they won't be as runny. This is what happened to me here, and I wish I would have just taken them out right away because they didn't come out as runny as I wanted them to. Now it's time to start pan searing the asparagus, and I add the juice of 1 whole lemon and about a tablespoon of minced garlic to the pan. Then you add your asparagus and some cherry tomatoes and let those soak up all the flavor and get nice and brown. To set up your plate, you're going to make a bed of asparagus. Then add your prosciutto on top, and then your egg. I then lay the cherry tomatoes on the side, and I mean, I'm no chef here, like, you do you. I'm just trying my hardest to make this look pretty, but I'm sure you can do a better job than me at home. Lastly, I like to add these alfalfa sprouts on top to add a little bit of a healthier touch to the meal. So we now have our food covered, and we are moving on to drinks. Who doesn't love a delicious caramel iced coffee with your brunch anyway? But basically you just need some instant coffee. This one's the one they sell at Trader Joe's, but I'm actually going to use a packet of my Four Sigmatic mushroom coffee because it has about half the amount of caffeine, but it still wakes you up and gives you focus and clarity without any of the jitters. So yes, I very much prefer this version of the whipped coffee when I'm also going to be consuming alcohol because I won't get as dehydrated. I add the whole packet, then 2 tablespoons of hot water and 2 tablespoons of raw sugar. I use a frother to whip it up until it's nice and foamy. I grab a tall glass and fill it up with ice to the top. Then I add my almond milk, and this is the one I'm using, which is a healthier version of almond milk. It doesn't contain any nasty additives. They sell this one at Target. And then I add my Chobani caramel coffee creamer, so you can pick both of these up at Target. This is so delicious and creamy, you guys. I like it because it's not too overly sweet. It just adds a good amount of caramel flavor to my coffee. And then I top it off with our mushroom coffee foam and mix it all up. Last but most certainly not least is our alcohol. Yay! So my personal favorite is a glass of rosé with a lot of ice in it. This one is also from Trader Joe's and it's only like $5.99, which I love. But this ice in the rosé is actually very French inspired, called La Piscine. Basically, you add ice to water it down, again, just to not feel so dehydrated and also not to get too boozy at noon. And now I want to make a quick little flower arrangement to decorate our table with some flowers I picked up at Trader Joe's. Alright guys, so I really love this tasty girly girl vibe brunch, and I hope I inspired you guys to pamper a mom in your life. I really hope you guys enjoyed the content. I'm gonna be posting a lot more how to pamper mom ideas because I just love this concept. All moms need some pampering and love here and there, not just on Mother's Day. So if you're interested in things like that, make sure to subscribe, ring the bell if you have to, get those notifications, and I'll be back next week with another mom hack. Bye!